I'm arguing with someone on OfferUp or on Letgo.
Well, that quick. She tried that just right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next R show. Tonight, we're going to be talking about OfferUp and Letgo with Chad and Kim.
Who's got this thing running in the background?
Probably me. Yep, me.
Not Ty.
How many years you been doing this?
How much have you made mistakes?
Speaking of mistakes, Chad, I think you need to explain one, don't you?
I had one, and I still haven't figured out. There's been contradicting opinions on whether it's supposed to do it or not. But I had a multiples listing, and it was a variation listing on eBay. And the first month I sold out. It was Mary Kay, and it had a bunch of different shades. It was the liquid foundation. It had a lot of different shades in it. You know, you can choose from the shade that you want. I sold out of 99% of them. I think there was only like two shades left. And
we sold out really quick.
Yeah, we sold out really quick. Well, I had like 38 items in, so I just went and I do this every month. Every month, I just went into my unsolds, click select all, relist, and then it opens up your bulk listing thing, and I relisted everything. Anytime before this, if I was selling something, I had 3, 4, 5 items. If I sold 2 of them, then when it relists, it showed a quantity of 3. It would carry over the correct quantity. Well, with this, I don't know if it's because it's a variation listing, it restocked everything. And it was Friday night on our show. Our phones were going crazy. We sold 5 things
in like 30 minutes.
And it's like, uh-oh.
We're like, oh no. We're looking at our phones like, oh no, what happened?
And I did not have this stuff. It had already sold.
Yeah.
And so what I did was Saturday, I hit up a local Mary Kay person and had her order it. I'm paying $22.50 a piece for these 5 items. My buyers paid $12.50 for them. I'm paying $22.50 to replace them, and they'll be here.
So yeah.
And we'll send them out. But that's how we're doing it because
it's
customers.
It's not worth getting a
ding,
a negative or something,
a cancellation because you're out of stock. And there were people who had some really good options, you know, say, look, this is what happened. Would you like to cancel? You can pick something else from my store. A lot of times if they say, I like to cancel, you can go ahead and put the cancellation in that the customer wanted to do it. But ultimately, you know, it's like, I want to try to get the customer their item. It's going to cost me a little bit of money, but we've made so much money on this Mary Kay lot that it's really just a drop in the bucket, and it's doing the right thing. So what did we miss?
If you sell similar.
Yeah, if you sell similar, we've warned people about this before. If you are selling multiples, you know, multiple, like one item with 5 or 6 actually 5 or 6 of them quantity, and you sold 3 of them. If you at the end of that month if you relist, it should come out. It should relist with 3 available. But if you hit sell similar, it'll go revert back to that original listing of 6. So, but that's what happened to me relisting with the variation. So I don't know. Oh, Alvin Smith, are you serious? The printer.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I saw the word printer. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh.
I didn't. Lonnie asked if I considered getting another eBay seller to drop ship it. Too risky. For one, it is too risky. If I had no way of getting these I mean, because I'm paying up. I probably could have got it a lot cheaper buying it off of another eBay seller and having them send it and all that. But I will have it in hand and I will be able. That's how much I'm against drop shipping. I understand it can get you out of a mess, but when you depend on other people,
Right.
you're only going to get upset. So drop shipping is not for me, although it is an option. You are correct.
Yeah, I had to do that for my pattern that I sold. I couldn't find it. I ended up spending $2 more on it, and it was actually the next day over from to my customer. So I got lucky, but I hurt my uploaded tracking number. I have to work it back up to the 100%.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
since we got a few people come in, we can get into the topic. And I'll start out with this question for you, Chad and Kim. By the way, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
What are OfferUp and Letgo for people that don't know?
Well, they are apps that you can get for your phone, and they're in your local area. You can type in your zip code, and it brings up things that people are selling in your area. So it's a good way to source, you know, without, I mean, just while you're doing nothing else. That's what I do anyway.
If you're sick, you're sitting at home, and
you can still make deals.
you can still make deals. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you can download the stuff from your app store.
Yeah,
and it's free.
The apps are free. I mean, it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything if you want to sell things on there. Just snap a picture and put it on. I mean, it's really easy to use, and that's why I like it.
Well,
I had a question for you,
Go ahead, Dwayne.
Chris. What is the difference between the two, other than they're different companies? But I mean, what differences do you see that are better or worse between the two?
I would say OfferUp. It's definitely easier if you're going to sell something. OfferUp is easier to use. As far as buying, I don't think there's a difference. I think they're pretty much same.
As far as a buying platform, I think we do better on Letgo. That's the red one. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I find.
But a lot of people, if you see it on Letgo, you're going to see it on OfferUp.
Yeah, a lot of times.
That's what we found. So, but yeah, I think they're kind of the same.
Well, my next question would be, how do you use it for searching? For people that might just be downloading it now, is there any particular way you have to search, like keywords, or just scroll down your city? Hey.
Yeah, what you can do is, if you're looking for something specific, say you want to know if there's any Nintendo video games or anything, you know, in that category, all you do is you already have signed up in your zip code in your area. So then in the search bar, you just type in Nintendo or PlayStation 4, and it brings up everything, the games, the consoles, everything. So it's so easy to use, and that's one reason why I really like it.
Yeah, I think the keywords is huge in the search.
Yeah.
Especially if you're really proficient in something, if you're pretty experienced in video games, or something like that, all you have to do is go in there and type Xbox or PlayStation 4 or Nintendo. I search for Nintendo. I'll put in Wii, because sometimes they won't put Nintendo in the title of a Wii. I'll do certain, and I have a list that I just check daily. It's just an automatic, and
it's just really easy to use.
Yeah.
I can't stress that enough. I mean, you guys that know me know how I am not very tech savvy. I don't know. I just get really intimidated with technology, I guess you could say. So if I can do it, anybody could do it. And it's free. I mean, And, you know, if there's no yard sales and it's pouring down rain, you can still sit and source from your phone. So I really like it.
Yeah, you want to read that
But one of the
question?
things you, oh, I was going to say, but one of the things you have said is that if you are making a deal, you have to be ready to, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. You have to
Make sure you secure it.
yeah, one thing that we have done from the beginning is you constantly, once you get the apps, you have to stay on top of it in order to find good deals. And what I mean by that is, you know, people are posting things on there, new things constantly. So you need to be checking it like hourly. You know, and refreshing it to make sure that you're one of the first ones that see. And it tells you how long something has been listed on there. So, but yes, if you see something new come up and it's something, you know, a great deal, and you contact them, you have to be ready to get in your car and go right then, because what's going to happen is if I contact them and I offer them $20 less than what they're asking, and they say yes, and someone comes in right after me and says, I'll give you full price, then I'm going to lose the item 9 times out of 10.
Yep.
So our thing is we have to be ready as soon as we see it.
We've gotten out of bed before.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have to be ready to do that because you want to get it before someone either realizes what they have and what it's worth, or you know, someone else comes in and offers higher than you. But
yeah,
so yeah, that's so important.
it's all about closing the deal.
Yeah,
That's what it's about.
Well, I want to thank Mike Cole. He just gave me a donation of a super chat of $5. So
Ooh, very nice.
thank you very
Okay.
much. I appreciate it. Peter Apple asks, she's selling stuff on Letgo for her father-in-law, but people just want to give stuff for almost free. How does she get more money for items that she's selling?
I'll take
Go
this
ahead,
one.
go ahead.
As far as we are concerned, OfferUp and Letgo is a buyer's market. Okay. While you can sell stuff on there, you'd be better off selling it on eBay.
Yeah,
You really would, because
people look at it like a yard sale.
yep.
And I just think to sell things on there, you're going to get pennies compared to what you could get, you know, if you sold it on eBay or Amazon or Etsy, whatever it is. But
We use it to get rid of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like when we were moving,
oh my goodness.
we got rid of so much stuff.
You think the free section goes fast on Craigslist?
Oh,
Post something for free on OfferUp or
Yeah.
Letgo.
and you have to say the first one gets to my door is the one that gets it.
Yeah. And you're not holding it for anybody, but yeah, and that's just the way it is. You can always say no to the lowball offers, but that's people like us, because it pays off.
Yeah.
You know, if it didn't work, we wouldn't be doing it.
Right.
So there's that. Yeah, I mean, somebody says the mentality for Letgo and OfferUp is a flea market style. It's cheaper than the flea market style, in my opinion. But there are some really good things to be sourced off of it. Holy cow, we've got some really good stuff.
Sorry.
She's arguing with somebody. Well, not arguing,
Well,
negotiating.
No, I'm just sorry, but I was talking to someone before before your show started on Letgo, and I know it's only $5, but I'm standing my ground. So
It's more than $5.
No, my offer.
Oh.
She
Good grief.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just really firm, I guess, in the way that
She's brutal.
well, that sounds so bad, but
No.
no, $5 is $5, and I will take a stand and say, you know what, good luck to you and thanks for your time. and leave it because I don't need it that bad.
We don't look at it as we're walking away from the deal over $5. We look at it as they're willing to let us walk away over $5.
Yeah.
So in other words, they have it, we want it, but we don't need it. So, you know, we'll walk away.
Yeah.
And chances are
you kind of have to have that attitude because 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back to you and say, hey, you know, are you still willing to offer, you know, this amount and we'll take it now. So, yeah.
Which we'll get into that here in a little bit. Yeah.
Well, one of my questions, I'll return this question. She asked have you checked out Nextdoor yet?
No.
No.
That's not something I've tried or actually even heard much about. Yeah, I haven't tried that one.
Nextdoor.
It's called Nextdoor. We need to write it down.
And while you're writing that down, I'll ask this. What is the typical pickup time between the guys, like you said, I've seen you literally leave a hangout after your show at 11 o'clock your time saying, we got to go get these video games.
Yep.
It's like 11 o'clock at night, you're going to risk going out?
Well,
heck
yes, that is the time where I'm not sure for what reason, but usually it's late at night where we make the best deals. And, you know, you can look at that from a few different ways, but it is what it is. And we're very safe about it and smart about it. But yeah.
Probably beer run money.
You don't want to rob me.
It could be
beer run money, really?
Well, you know, they're willing to sell it cheaper because they need to get beer money.
Yeah.
Or heroin or crack or whatever they need.
Wherever you live, you know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That we live in an area like that, and you know, we're on the beach, and you have all kinds of people.
We come across all kinds of people, and most of them are good people.
Sure.
You know, they just are in need of, you know,
money,
fast cash. So we're there to help.
You know, and that's what we're all about. Not that we're out feeding people's addictions, but we're about, you know, buying stuff at a good price to flip. You know, it's when you start getting too personal and, you know, judging people, which we don't. You know, it's
and if I mean it's kind of like being on call 24/7, because if you're up on, you know, the apps as far as looking at them hourly or even more, you have to you've got to be ready. And if it's middle of the night, or we've never actually had a middle of the night like 3 a.m., but I have had a 1 a.m. and I mean, that was a dumb mistake on my part as far as going alone. And I've only done that a couple of times, but that was in the very beginning. So I learned my lesson, how dangerous it is. You've got to be so careful, you know, dealing with these people, but most of the time they're good people. So,
well, we made a deal not too long ago, and it was like a apartment complex, but you know, the motels where there's like 3 floors and there's the rail on the outside and stuff, you know,
the doors on the
doors are on the outside, you know, shady motel type, you know. We pull in the parking lot and we text them, okay, we're here. They said, come up to room 369. We're like, I called them. It's like, I am not walking into somebody's place.
Well, a hotel room of all places.
It ain't happening. So, I mean, you just got to stand up, you know, it's like.
Yeah, that's what we mean about being smart. Don't ever do something like that.
Yeah, don't.
Make them come outside or make them come to your car. If they want to sell it bad enough.
Yeah, don't walk in.
Yeah,
don't.
No way.
You know, you can walk up to somebody's front porch or something like that. I've done that, but.
Or you can say, meet me at the police station.
Yeah.
Well,
you'd be surprised. A lot of people we come in contact with don't drive. They have no car.
Yeah, they're either on a bicycle, a skateboard, walking. Yeah.
Or the one we found out, it's like, well, tell me where you live. I'll come. And he goes, Mom, my parents wouldn't like me giving you it. I'm like, are you a freaking kid?
Yeah.
You know,
He was
so
like-
you get all types.
Yeah. He was a good kid.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
a really good kid, but he was like 18, living with his parents. And
Yeah.
Well, she made a comment that I wanted to read off, and you can understand it. She said, in Wisconsin, Letgo folks charge plenty. She doesn't find many good deals here, so it may depend on your location.
You know something? I'm going to call flag on that statement.
yeah, I have to disagree, because when I get frustrated too when I initially start scrolling and I see several items that I'm interested in and the price is enormous. Sometimes I get frustrated.
It doesn't affect me at all.
It does not deter me from
Trying to make a deal.
Yeah, trying to make a deal, because most of the time what they've done is they've either heard from someone, oh, it's worth a lot of money, or they've, done a quick eBay search and they go by someone,
a brand new price.
Yeah, a brand new in the box listed, whatever. And so no, you can't let that scare you. You've gotta get in there and just say, hey, I respect your price, but this is what I can offer. And, if you're willing to negotiate, then get back with me, or I don't let that stop me at all. No way.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell them the quick story. There was an item I was just searching, doing a search, and it was a Polaris pool robot, that goes at the bottom of the pools, and
it cleans, and they're so awesome.
Yeah, they wanted
expensive.
$995 for it, which
it was new in the box.
Yeah, brand new, sealed in the box. And if you go to eBay, you see the solds. Some of them sold $1,200, $1,250, $1,150, stuff like that. Well, I sent them a message, man. I'm like, hey, and I did it in a manner of, well, I think I said, oh, I was able to come up with $500, if there's anything you can do with that. And they were nice. They says,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry, the best we can do is $950. They had $995. The best we can do is $950. I'm like, okay, I understand. I said, I'll see if I can't come up with some more money. I appreciate your time. I just let it go. It's like, yeah, they're not going to deal. A month later,
Yeah. This just happened like a week ago.
They came back and said, hey, Chad, are you still
willing
to pay $500 for this?
We
and
said, no, all we got is $350.
I said,
well, we kind of,
I wasn't going to say yes
well,
on that, but whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, the response to her was, oh man, no, I don't have that much money anymore. So, which is
another
technique.
tactic.
It's a tactic you can use.
Because they're coming to you now.
Now you have the upper hand.
You have the upper hand.
Okay, so it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have $500. I've got $350, and they're like, can you do $450? And we were like, I'm like, oh, let me dig through my wife's purse, and so we settled at $400. Okay, so I just knocked it down $100 with doing nothing, by just letting them go. And then the longer the amount of time. Oh yeah, it was late.
It was like 10 o'clock at night when we got it.
So I listed it and sold it in a couple days for $950.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm handing over $400 and getting $950 within 48 hours. So that is a good flip.
And another thing is, you don't want to bug people. As far as when you leave it, when you make your offer and they say no, and you say thank you for your time, you've got to walk away from it. Don't keep messaging them.
Yeah.
Because then that just leaves a bad taste in their mouth. Or so yeah, just leave it. And I think what they do is most people know, your offer is still there, but they just wait it out and see if anyone else will pay more.
Yeah.
And then that's why it takes a few days or even a month in this case, And
but it happens, guys.
But it does.
I mean, would you ever think? I mean, everybody scroll. I guarantee nobody offered. You know, even.
I bet no one even hardly clicked
No,
on
because
that.
how many people would click on unless they need one for themselves? I'm talking a reseller. Okay, they're seeing something that's priced at $995 and it's selling for $1,100. They're like, there ain't no way I'm gonna fork out that kind of money. You can be respectful and throw a low ball out there.
Yeah, you can still be polite. I'm always polite. Even if someone gets really nasty with me, I'm always polite. Even though to Chad, I might be venting.
But it's a matter of it does work and it does happen. I mean, that's living proof.
Well,
I mean,
it pays off.
Nobody in their right mind would sell one of those things for $400, you know, but it does happen. We don't know the situation they're in. We ended up finding out is they were in the military and they were PCSing.
Yeah.
They were like really crunch time and they didn't want to haul this thing with them. So.
Well, before I get to Lonnie's question, or I have to Wayne read it, that brings up a good question. What's the lowest amount you've offered that was actually accepted and you were shocked?
The lowest amount offered that we were shocked.
You weren't expecting to accept it right away, or they?
That's probably the best one.
I would say that's right up there. That's probably one of the best ones. The Akai, I would say, is a really good one.
Yeah.
And that was actually the one that was at the motel, the Shady Motel, at 11 o'clock at night.
We're not going up there.
But yeah, that was a really good deal too. So.
Okay. Do you want to read Lonnie's questions since you're not asking too many questions?
Lonnie wants to know, does it feel like you're always on the clock with these apps? Do you experience a lot of?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you mean by
often.
Yeah, it depends on what you mean by on the clock. I mean, we do this stuff for relaxation, you know, sitting there scrolling,
Am I
looking
addicted?
for that.
Yes.
Looking through that for that awesome deal. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really look at it as on the clock because I mean, I took a final exam the other day, and that's when I got done. That's what I did. I grabbed my phone and I'm on Letgo and OfferUp. I enjoy doing it, and of course, I enjoy making money. but yeah, I would say it is kind of addicting. So yeah.
Yeah, and we have found, and we see people all the time saying, I can't find nothing, you know, and it's the same as the thrift stores. You know, you get these people, it's like, I can't find anything in my thrift store. There's no good garage sales here. There's no good things on OfferUp, because I think people have blinders on, I guess. Ours are filled with clothing. I mean, they're filled with clothes.
The Letgo and OfferUp here is just saturated with clothes, and you just have to be willing to
scroll through it.
You know.
You know.
What was the thing? There was something the other day, and I said, "This is a teachable moment," because it was something I never would have clicked on, because the picture was like weird, and I'm like, "What is it?" I can't remember, but I ended up clicking on it. Did we buy it?
I don't remember.
I can't remember what it was, but don't be afraid to, you know, if you see a huge price or if you see something that you don't know. I've learned so much. I think I've increased my knowledge base so much just by using Letgo and OfferUp, and on things that I mean, who would have thought that I would have known, you know, the Akai.
If people are asking what it is, you're over there. Can you grab it?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I just finally got it listed.
Isn't it a synthesizer?
No, it's a digital
mixer.
Bring it over. Well, it does all kinds of stuff. You can do tracks and beats,
like for
and
music.
Yeah, it's a control panel. instrument for music production. So, but yeah, they're about $1,200 new, and ours is listed now for like
And I paid
$650 or something, and we paid $125 for that MIDI M audio keyboard and 2 professional microphones. So,
well, yeah, but initially, the Akai, before I looked at what else she had for sale, the Akai, that was one of the things that I said I never would have known what this was, or that it was worth money if I wouldn't have clicked on it and looked it up, because I still didn't know what it was when I clicked on it. But I talked her down to $80, and I was so excited because I knew, you know, even ones that were not working.
No, you got that for $50.
Did I?
You ended up, after we got there, you ended up talking her down to 50.
Oh, okay.
And then we paid 80 or 75 for
the rest of it.
The MIDI, the M audio, and then the 2 professional microphones.
I was just so excited because, well, and I learned something. I don't know anything about, you know, like music production stuff or any of that. So, I mean, now I know a little bit just from researching it.
Well, if you think about it, it's like going to eBay and in the search bar, don't put anything in it and just hit enter, and it'll just bring up just anything. And then you're just scrolling through, just looking. But it's easy on your phone, because that's what you're doing. If you see something you don't recognize, like what we teach people to do in a thrift store, you know, you go in, if you don't recognize it, look it up, because you don't want to walk past something that's going to make you money. And same thing with this. It's actually you're learning as you're making money.
Yeah.
So, because it's all about the knowledge.
Sherry wants to know what of your sourcing now comes from Letgo and OfferUp.
Do what?
You cut out a little bit, Dwayne.
What percent of your sourcing now comes from Letgo and OfferUp?
Man,
I would have to say like
recently
half.
It's been at least half.
At least half.
And it's more quality items, and we're actually paying up. We're paying more than what we were used to, you know, paying. And I mean, I've been, like I said, on that one thing, I dropped $400 on a bunch of stuff, a lot. I think I spent $800 on a bunch of stuff, and I made like $4,000 on this stuff. So it's been really
it's
quality stuff.
I mean,
but it's not cheap stuff. I mean, it's cheap compared to what it sells for, but it's not cheap to where if you don't have a little bit of extra money to put in, but you can do stuff like that one item at a time. Instead of taking, say you got $50, you know, instead of taking that $50 and go to the thrift store and buying 10 things at $5 a piece, you know, and selling it all and making $150 on it, you know, take that $50, buy one good quality item and make $200. You're working 5 times less or 10 times less, and you're making more money. And with us, we really like that aspect of it. It's been a lot better, even though we like going to thrift stores, which we just went and had a great haul. But yeah, as far as the money's concerned, it's coming a lot easier, but it's costing us more up front. But if you have it, then what good is it sitting?
Yeah.
Going on, Grumpy Barb asked, Chad, did you guys meet Norman?
Norman Bates.
Did we what?
The hotel, you know, Norman Bates.
Did we meet him?
Yeah. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm assuming.
No, it wasn't Norman. Oh.
About a Letgo trade that we've done. Have we ever done any trades?
I've never done a trade. I mean, I see people all the time on there that, you know, they say on there they're willing to trade for something, but I've never traded. I don't think we have traded at all. I know I haven't.
I probably have, but I couldn't tell you.
And Future Apple says she gets people interested, but she uses the sales because of distance. So that leads to my next question: what's the furthest you've traveled for a pickup?
Pensacola.
Yeah. I would say.
Yeah. Well, this side of the bridge, which would be Gulf Breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Gulf Breeze. And because what it does is Pensacola actually shows up for us on our local area. So
even though it's like, how far? 45 minutes?
Pensacola?
Well, I drive slow.
It's like 19 miles.
Oh.
It used to be, living when we lived further down that way, but no, it shows up, and every single time so far we've been able to meet them in Gulf Breeze, which is 10 minutes.
Yeah, on this side of the bridge, so it's good.
But I've actually looked outside doing my keyword search. I will type in the next region, zip code, to look for the really, the more expensive items that I can make a really good deal and it'd be worth making the drive and stuff like that. So it's all about what you're willing to put out there will be what you're willing to get back, because I've found even on the more expensive stuff that OfferUp and Letgo is better than Craigslist. It just,
I
would say even on the more expensive stuff.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful in Gulf Breeze. Man, that's a very nice town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pensacola's a scary one.
Yeah. Gulf Breeze is like Richie Rich.
Yeah.
That's where all the people live outside of Pensacola.
Yeah.
Beautiful town.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Well, we did hit 50 and then went back down, Chad.
Uh-oh.
I was talking too much.
Yeah.
Okay, my next question is: have you ever been disappointed when you got there when you went to buy something? Like the picture into the store, the product, like it was too much better picture than it was?
Yes, and many times
you can use that to your advantage.
You use it to your advantage.
Yep.
Just like with the Akai. I mean, a lot of people's definition of new, is when they're saying, "Oh, it's brand new," and it has a picture of it outside the box. That's not brand new,
their
folks.
perception of new and our perception is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But no, then you use that to your advantage, and then you offer them even less. So,
sure, and you explain, look, I'm reselling this thing, and I cannot sell it as new.
No.
So, but it depends on who you're talking to, whether you leave and let them know that you're reselling. So,
yeah, I would say 99% of the time, I do not tell someone I'm a reseller.
Yeah,
I mean, on OfferUp and Letgo.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. But
she traded a staghorn for $500 worth of vinyl fence.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of options out there. I've sold some good, like a bicycle.
Yeah.
I've sold a bicycle. Bicycles go really well on like OfferUp. We sold a grill.
Yeah.
Stuff that's too large for us to we don't even want to mess with shipping, but we come across it and it's worth it. Patio, it depends on your region.
Right.
Like patio furniture is really popular down here. You're outdoor and she buys stuff.
Oh yeah, I buy stuff here and there. That's kind of who I'm arguing with right now. Is someone? It's something that I want personally. So, but I'm gonna stand my ground and wait it out.
Yeah.
Were you going to ask something to Wayne before when I accidentally cut you off?
No, you didn't cut me off. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, guys. I thought you were going to say something before.
Nope.
Okay, now since you said you did have to talk people down, have you ever returned something after the fact? Or can you do returns on that app? On the app?
No, I think it's pretty cut and dry as far as that goes. You
Yeah,
You've
I mean,
never-
I bought that Nintendo XDS, 3DS XL, and it had a cracked screen on it. By the time I got it home, got it charged up, and the screen was bad on it, and I got a hold of him. A lot of times people are willing to make it right, you know. Oh, I can give you your money back immediately. I'm really sorry. It's like, no, just give me the money that it's going to cost to replace it, the screen. So
I think that was our only issue.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
been our. What is wrong with my phone?
That's what I thought.
Siri's just
Okay.
acting up.
She has a mind of her own.
Her Siri's a guy
Oh.
with an English accent.
No, I think he's Australian, actually.
Or Australian, whatever.
I'm not seeing any other questions right now, so I'll ask my next one. How do you test items, or have you tested an item when you've gotten there? Because I know how you do electronics, Chad. Have you ever tested something when you've gotten there? And
Well, you've got to have keep in mind that Mac. You have to keep in mind that when you're buying something that could be possibly not working, you've got to buy it at a price to where you'll still make money on it if it's not up to speed, if there's something wrong with it. And you need to really be aware of the item. What is his
I
problem?
don't know.
But yeah, you need to buy right. You need to minimize your risk. I mean, we talk about that all the time. You know, if you can test it, then it needs to be tested. If you have the ability to. If not, then you say, look, if I can't see this thing run, man, I cannot pay you your top dollar. You know?
Just like you said before, it's kind of like a yard sale where you can check it right there and shop just like it is a yard sale, only it's electronic.
Yeah. Mac just opened the door and came
Oh my
back in.
gosh.
He knows how to open our doors. Even if I lock it, he knows how to open it. Ugh. Anyway, yes.
Counterfeiters stay on top of
Go ahead,
trends.
Chris.
It's Michael Kors and Tory Burch.
Yeah. Michael Kors and Tory Burch.
Yeah, man, we run
don't-
away from that stuff.
We don't mess with any of that stuff.
Which we see the purses, the
Yeah.
Gucci and the what's the big
Coach and-
C? Yeah, the Coach purses and stuff like that all the time, and I just scroll right past it.
Yep, because they're so faked.
Tennis shoes,
Yeah.
scroll right past them.
Unless you're gonna buy them and wear them, then yeah.
Yep.
any
Yeah.
other questions out there, Dwayne?
Do what?
I was asking Dwayne if you caught any more questions on in the chat.
Nope. We're up to date so far, I think.
And it seems like everybody came from Pete's show where he gave away his tickets for your reseller rally.
Oh, very cool.
Good.
Very cool.
Yeah. Good.
Very cool.
So, well, I only have one more question.
What? You haven't been through 15 questions yet?
This is my 12th one.
Wow.
Because some of the other questions were asked by.
We're gonna have to end the show early then.
Hey, Chad, remember, I combined some of the questions with ones that the viewers asked.
I know.
But the last one I have is basically any other adventures, story-wise, that you can share.
Let's see. One thing that we have done in the past is if we meet someone, it was late at night. It was for a Nintendo, I think it was 3DS XL. And this, I don't know if this was a smart decision, but I mean, a safe decision. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
But
he walked.
He walked and met us at a gas station,
Yeah.
and we talked with him for a little bit, and he ended up saying he had more stuff at his house, at his apartment. So we let him in our car and drove him back to his apartment, and we ended up going in and we bought quite a bit of stuff off of him.
Yeah, Nintendo 64.
He had game systems, games. Yeah. So it worked out really well, and he was a young kid.
That was Chris. We left the hangout and we went to go get it, and we came back. Yeah. Yep. It was an after show.
That's when you were like, we got to run right next. You were in the hangout, and then Kim, I heard Kim's voice say, "We have to go now."
Yeah. Yep. That's usually how it is.
And guys, we are not exaggerating.
No.
When you close a deal, especially if you talk them down, you need to meet them like now.
That's when I start getting pushy. Is like if the person says, "Oh, I can meet you next Tuesday." No.
Yeah.
No. That's not going to work for me. So no, it's now or it's not going to happen.
We're not advising people, Bertha, to get in, to let people in their cars. But
oh no,
you could tell he was a college kid. Yes. And it was, of course, we judged it by meeting him and saw, and plus I'd have broke him in half.
Harmless. And no, I could have taken him seriously.
Yeah. So it's not, it's a decision you make, but we don't advise that.
But yeah, that was one of those, we kind of went with our
gut.
Yeah.
And our gut's been wrong before.
Oh, yeah.
And you meet some really shifty people. And many times you're like, I can't get out of here fast enough.
Right.
So it's just.
And we don't hang around and talk to the person either. 99% of the time. Especially.
Well, it depends if there's.
If there's a possibility that, it's a connection that we could, they have more stuff or something like that. But if it's a shady kind of person, I just get out of there. Here's your money, grab my stuff and go.
And we've walked away from stuff before because, it's, they're doing this and, they're hiding what they're showing. It's like, no, not interested. No. Goodbye.
No.
So, just give me the thing I bought. No, I'm not interested in any of that stuff. Yeah. No, I don't want any crack. No, I'm not interested in any heroin.
Yeah.
But you would be surprised.
You got to be careful.
Doing what we do, which makes it fun because it's more positive than not. You're going to meet a lot of people. And,
well, you have to be able to read people, in a sense too. So
yeah. Yupper.
Since we I think got over 60 viewers now. For everybody that came over from Pete's show, if you have any questions for Chad and Kim before our show is over about OfferUp and Letgo, please get them in.
There's a couple in the chat here. Silverhair Stacker said, Chad, I picked up a Sansui 2000X receiver tuner for $20 yesterday. Was that a good buy?
A Sansui 2000X. If it's a receiver, it's probably got a wood case around it. No, that would be a 2000W. Yeah, it should be. It should be a decent piece.
Very good. And then Justin Brewer wanted to know how you do your bookkeeping.
Justin, you need to get with Chris on that. He will walk you through it.
Justin,
very good.
We had a video. We have 2 videos about spreadsheets. So
yeah.
Look into my playlist. We had one I think was Prof Sales, and Dwayne did a basic one with me about 2 or 3 months ago. So go back into our playlist and you'll find out. Because each person does their different bookkeeping differently, so you have to find what's easiest and best for you.
Correct. Silverhair Stacker did say it was a wood case. That
oh yeah.
It's 2000.
And the last question that I'm seeing is Future Apple said she's seeing people selling money on Letgo. What is all that about?
You know, a lot of people sell silver, they sell bills, selling money. That's about what I'm thinking. Otherwise,
I don't know what that means.
yeah. We see gift cards a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
You need to be careful
Yes.
buying gift cards because what they do, okay, is when you're there with them, they will pull up to show, yes, there's a balance on this card. Then what they do is immediately leave and they use that number and drain the money on the card, and then by the time you get it, it's empty. By the time you use it, it's empty. Yeah, Pete got burned with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Be careful buying gift cards. I won't buy them.
Yeah.
Dollar bills, new. People will sell anything. I saw somebody had it was a stupid buffalo nickel in a like a 1965 dime or something. They wanted $25 for the buffalo nickel, and they wanted $15. They just had no idea.
Yeah.
They just thought it's old.
Yeah.
So it's got to be worth money.
And then they just throw a number out there. That's why you cannot let that scare you, because a lot of times the people that you're dealing with on these apps, they have no idea. They might just say, oh, well, it's my great grandpa's. It's really old. It's got to be worth, you know. That's why don't let the prices scare you away.
And the dollar bills might have been sequential numbers type of thing, where somebody might be collecting that type of stuff. So
yeah,
that's
possible.
Okay, I got 5 numbers in a row of the same. Oh, I want that. Some of those are worth more money than what they're printed on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really seen money. I mean, I've seen a few foreign money things on there, but that's about it. I don't know.
Yeah, there's just all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
And we have a question from WWE Collectibles, who's Kyle's little brother and friend.
Hey, what's up?
Wants to know, Chad, do you buy any WWE stuff
Recently? No, we haven't really
We haven't come across
got anything
any.
recently.
Yeah.
No.
I don't
No.
think so. Yeah.
So here's the loaded question.
Uh-oh.
I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Who's the better sourcer on Letgo?
He's talking about you.
Who's the better?
Oh, was that the
sourcer?
question?
Yeah, that's the question.
That's the question. That's what I thought, but I just wanted to see.
Okay. You know, for anybody out there, no, I'm going to say this.
Okay.
And hear this, YouTube world, okay? She's not just eye candy, okay?
Oh.
She knows what the hell she's doing. I will put her skills up to any other reseller out there, okay? She's not just a label peeler, okay?
No.
She gets in the dirt and she does this. You know, she's not just somebody pretty on camera for me. You know, I'm not the one doing all the work. She does it too.
Yeah, I like to dig.
Figured I was just seeing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it kind of bugs me because I've seen people say, you know, that, you know, it's like, no, it ain't like that.
No idea.
It ain't like
they can sit back and judge and whatever.
She knows what she's doing. She's been doing it longer than I have, if we want to really compare, because she was doing it more serious than I was as a kid. You know, she was going with her dad and her grandpa down to Florida, making trips, bringing the stuff back up and flipping it. And, but yeah. We're equals. That's the way we really look at it. You know,
and we have different, you know, I would say we have different responsibilities in our business. You know, we play different roles, both being key roles. but you might not see me as much as you see Chad,
Yeah.
or, but that.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that I'm the one doing all the work. I mean, it's really a balance. We both have our strengths, and we both complement each other's weaknesses.
Yeah.
You know, so we make our decisions together, and it's really a true partnership. It's not one just for the camera, you know, like so many that are out there. They think that having a female or a woman in your video.
Okay, yeah, that just is pathetic, but
yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. And it should, somebody says that's obvious, and it should be obvious if you know us or watch us that, you know, she's not just, you know,
yeah, let them think.
Yeah.
Don't get all flustered. I know.
no, because it's probably something that's needed addressed, you know, but
yeah, that
I mean to start anything. I just meant to say that, you know, she's as good or better at you than sourcing.
We're very competitive.
Yes, and everyone who watches our videos knows that we kind of have this playful banter back and forth when we go out thrifting, and it's yeah, we're both competitive.
And we have a comment here I want to read off to you guys. Red Neckerson's resale, who's Nathan.
Oh, Nathan
says that his mom and him would like to come take you guys out to dinner, maybe this week, if that would be fine with you.
Come on over.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Come on over. Any Selena on Letgo? We have not found any Selena on Letgo, but I did finally get a Selena piece that I had been wanting for over a year now, and now I have it.
Woohoo!
So
that was exciting.
Somebody, no,
it's on
somebody hooked me up and made a purchase for me, and because I wasn't able to make the purchase, so they purchased it, and I'll be getting it.
Yay! So I'm even excited about that one.
Yeah, it's something I've been wanting for over a year. So.
Yeah.
And
something that was snagged out from underneath me, and now I'm finally getting it.
Karma.
Yeah.
I don't really believe in karma.
It's a good word, though.
It is.
Lonnie made a comment saying he wouldn't even want to negotiate against Kim.
I tell you, I would put her, I mean, she makes car dealers like tear up. You know, these guys can.
No, I appreciate the compliments, but I just enjoy doing it. So.
Okay, Krillin says, do these apps have ways to contact you when certain items get listed, kind of how eBay does?
There might be.
Well, there's an automatic if they go in and hit sold. Is that what he's asking? If
no, like a notification that something you were looking for is listed.
Oh,
there is third-party software that you can use online. Like I get this for eBay. There's a couple very rare items that I have. Pretty much what it is you're there when anything comes across within your definition or your description, they will contact you and let you know that, hey, this has been listed here. So there's probably a good chance that you can actually go on your computer and scroll OfferUp and search stuff on OfferUp on your computer. It's possible that they might be able to do that as well.
Yeah.
Notify you when something's been listed. So
I know if it's been sold, if you've inquired about something and it's sold, they automatically sends you a message saying, you know, this item sold. So
okay.
Yeah.
We have two more last questions that I'm catching. One is from Going on Grumpy Barb. She wants to know, Kim, have you sold your Starbucks mugs yet?
That many of them. There's still that many?
Not very many. A couple. I mean, a couple that
I just put them up and
they're just packed away for now.
Yeah.
And Sue wanted to know, isn't Kim doing her talk on negotiating at the rally?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I will be sharing a few helpful tips.
Very helpful tips.
Yeah. On negotiating.
Kendall. Kendall's got it.
What?
Women can be ruthless. I played poker against Terry Hatcher once in Reno. Never again. And it's not really the woman aspect of it, but it's just either you have that mindset and you have that skill, or you don't, whether you're a guy or a woman. I just lucked out. Yeah.
I do think that some aspects of it that are key can be taught.
Sure.
And that's why there's some things that I want to share at the rally that I think will help people, especially, you know, well, actually anybody, new people and, you know,
Ronnie.
new people and, you know, seasoned resellers. So yeah.
Got anything else, Chris?
Well, I was just going to read off Doc Discount Deals comment. And he said, thanks, Chad, Chris, and Dwayne, for the quality content. You all are down-to-earth, utilitarian-type folks. No BS, no charging $1 a minute for the content you provide. No self-aggrandizing, much appreciated.
See, that means a lot. It really does.
Except they forgot me, but that's okay.
Oh.
That's all right.
Yes.
And I do appreciate that. So,
yes.
I get a lot of the credit, you know, when it comes to what we do, because I'm kind of the face a lot of people see, you know, like in the group or on YouTube, but it's definitely a 50-50 here. Now, 51-49 my side.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I've got to like, because that's just our competition.
That's
yeah.
discount. It's okay. I was totally just messing with you. Really, I'm serious.
Yeah, Ronnie.
That was a really sweet. No, that's really an encouragement though. When you know a viewer says that, I mean that's down to earth and no BS. That's, you guys are awesome. Like that's
Kinetic. I'm sorry.
What?
You can't what?
No, you can't. I mean, you can't beat that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are you?
Well, here's a life lesson from Chad and Kim. When somebody says Chad is sleeping on the couch tonight, no, because
No.
what are you never supposed to do?
Don't go to bed angry, first
Correct.
of all. But I'm not angry.
Yeah.
It takes a whole lot to get me mad.
Yeah.
But no, Chad and I don't. We have a playful
Yeah.
a playful competition, but that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
Either way, you both win, you know, because you're one household.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you do good and he does good, you both win.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what we talk about. It's, man, we're just really enjoying life. We're enjoying we're having a little bit of empty nest syndrome going on, but
a little bit.
well, I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to definitely thank Chad and Kim for being on. You guys stick
Thank
around
you for having us.
we can for a very short time.
Yeah.
I'll probably switch over to my phone and we'll go out on the
Yeah.
patio. So
Well, before we do that, I want to remind everybody, no show Wednesday night for the drive-by because Dwayne's going to be in town, so we're going to go out to dinner probably that night. And next,
That'll be fun.
and maybe do some picking too, depending on, he's definitely coming Monday to visit too, so might go to the store tomorrow night. But
Yeah, I'll be in Denver the whole week, so I figured I'd swing down and meet up with him twice.
Mitzi says synced after so many years together. It took that long to get synced. It'll be 25 years, May 8th.
That's only in a couple of days.
Yeah.
8 days. We're 8 days and our wedding anniversary, 25 years. That is crazy.
What is 25 year?
That's a long time.
No, is it like diamond or gold or silver?
Oh, I'm sure it's
silver.
diamonds.
No, it's got to be like something cheap like silver, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wood. It's wood.
Wood, yeah. paper or plastic.
And I just want to say, I don't know if we're going to have an actual art show next week, but me and Dwayne will be starting our challenge after this week's over. So we'll see what we pick up and start at a $5 limit type of thing and see where we go from there with whatever we get. So,
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having us on.
well, thanks. Like I said,
Of course.
you and Carrie were basically there to one at the same time. You were both my first two guests.
Yeah.
So I figured, why not end, if I don't have necessarily another R show per se, why not end it with some people that helped support it from the beginning?
Well, yeah.
Yes, it's all about supporting your friends.
It is.
We appreciate what you do, Chris, and what
Yes.
you give to the community.
So,
I appreciate you helping the new people out there who are really desperately looking for help.
and I do what I can, and if I can't, you know me, I send it to somebody else.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everybody. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I will post a hangout in the chat. So whoever gets in first, I see we hung at 60 viewers once we got there. So I want to thank
Come and
everybody for
see us
watching.
in the after show.
Yes.
We will see you next week if you don't come into the after show.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See ya.